Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined today by the Hofstra wrestling coach Rob Anspach. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
The Pride returned to dual match action last Friday night at the MAC Sports Complex, and the Pride fell to Princeton 22-19 in a EIWA match. A tough match to lose. Your assessment?
Yeah, I thought, we had a couple guys go out there just weren't ready to wrestle, and I think with some of that responsibility comes on the coaching staff to make sure that all our guys are ready to compete. Some of it falls on their shoulders to making sure they are ready to go out there and compete. And we lost 4 of the first 5 matches, and that kind of was the tone setter for the dual meet. I thought at the halftime we wrestled really well, coming back and winning 4 out of the next 5 matches, but just had too many guys give up bonus points, and in dual meets you cannot give up bonus points. The matches ended up being 5 matches to 5, but we had a pin, they had a pin, a tech fall, and I think 3 major decisions, and we weren't able to come back from that. It came down to the last match. Third guy went out there knowing I just got to not get pinned and we're going to win the dual meet, and that's what he did.
And like you said, 5-5 in the matches. Once again, it was the lightweights that carried you back from a 17-4 deficit at the break. And in almost the last 2 matches for Hofstra, Jamel Hudson with a dominating tech fall, and Cody Rogerello did everything.
Yeah.
6-0, riding time of 6.5 minutes, but couldn't turn him.
I mean, it was, again, Jamel went out there, put us in an opportunity to close the gap. Alex Bronte went out at 141 pounds, and he was in a tough spot, just finding out he was going to wrestle and making the weight and going out there, and he did the best he could. He saved us a team point and gave us an opportunity to win it in there with Cody. Cody went out there, dominated, like you said, over 6 minutes of riding time. It's just the kid knew his role was to stay off his back, and he did a good job of it. And it's a tough situation to put anybody in, to go out there and have to get a pin for the team to win, and he just couldn't quite do it, but he did everything he could to help the team.
Now, your post-match comments after the Princeton match, very honest and a little frustration there. Obviously, it's the same thing again. 4 or 5 weight classes that are holding the team back from being really successful.
Yeah, it's the same thing we come in here and talk about every week. How do I get those guys to win? And we keep talking about ways that, as coaches, that we look for them to come out and win. I think at the end of the day, though, they got to have some more pride in themselves to get the job done. And we're going to switch things up. We're actually having wrestle-offs today at 157 and 184, but to see if that helps, because right now those guys at those weight classes need to be producing at a higher level if this team is going to be successful.
And with Princeton behind us, looking ahead to EWL non-conference match this weekend at Bloomsburg, 1 o'clock on Sunday the 19th. Bloomsburg has been ranked in the top 25 this year. A tough team, 5 wrestlers ranked. What are you looking forward to?
We're going down there. We wrestled last year, so most of our guys are back from last year, so we have a pretty good scouting report. The one thing that anytime you go into Pennsylvania, the one thing you're going to do is the guys are going to wrestle hard, and they're going to wrestle in all 3 positions. They're going to wrestle on their feet, they're going to wrestle on top, and they're going to wrestle on bottom. So you got to be ready to wrestle for 7 minutes. Again, it's going to come down to, can we get a win at the upper weight classes? I know we can win 5 matches, but we got to find someplace else to get a win. And on paper we should be able to win one of those other ones. But we'll see. They got to go out there and they got to fight, because I can guarantee you one thing: the guys from Bloomsburg will fight. And
you got a couple of good matchups this weekend: 149 and 165. Beltray against Booth at 165. Tell us a preview of that match.
Yeah, that's going to be a match we're really excited for. I think Joe's been a little bit under the radar. He's had some quality wins, but when he's going up against those 8-9 guys, he hasn't quite performed as well as he should have. And we're looking for him to make that step up and put himself in the talks about becoming an All-American. I think this is a great match for him to be able to go out there. If he goes out there and competes the way we know he's capable of, he can definitely win this match. If he's hesitant or he's a little tentative, he's going to have a hard time.
And Bustler and Rogerello at 149. Cody has had a fantastic season this year, injury-free for the most part. and you have to be proud of him.
Yeah, Cody's done a great job, and again, you know, if we can get Cody on top, he can beat anybody in the country. We'll see. We've heard Bustler's a little nicked up, and has not wrestled the last couple dual meets. Hopefully he's out there, because it's a guy, you know, you're looking at a guy like Bryce Bustler, who beat the #1 defending national champion So we'd like to take that opportunity and get out there and wrestle. We want to see that competition. So hopefully he's in the lineup, and if he is, we're going to look for Cody to do what he does, go out there, get a takedown, and get on top and put those arm bars in.
Hofstra and Bloomsburg this Sunday, January 19th at 1 o'clock at Bloomsburg University. Coach, good luck, and we'll see you next week. And thank you for joining us on the GoHofstra.com, the Hofstra WB Mason Coaches Report.